In this fast changing world, it is very common to fall prey to stress, anxiety, depression, and all other mentally straining conditions. Now, more than ever, it becomes important that we realize how prevalent the concept of suicide has become. Suicidal thoughts are so common that teenagers today can merely laugh about the topic. But for more of us than we would like to acknowledge, suicidal thoughts are not just some kind of jokes, but such driving forces which manifests in the form of certain actions that we undertake. Some people are lucky enough to be saved, but some are not. Let's find out if one such teenager found her way out like she had planned in the next story of Unveil Through a Tale. Stepping down. As I sat there calculating my huge monthly expenses, which I could barely cover with my meager salary, my help, my aid, my power, my expression, well, my pencil broke. And just in that moment, I thought, what is it that I'm waiting for? What am I hoping to change? What am I expecting will happen in my life? How can I wait for anything if I'm forced into doing stuff according to my age? Because for some people, age is not just a number. It is a milestone I'm bound to cross, and once I do, I'm forced to walk on a path I don't want to. How can I hope for a change when all my life I've been taught to follow? I was never let loose even in my own imaginary land where skies could take their own colors and birds could dance on rock music. How could I expect something for myself when I was taught to only fulfill others' expectations? All my life, I have tried to be a good daughter, a good sister, a good girl, and in the process, I forgot how to be good to myself. Trying to desperately fit into this world, I forgot to let myself loose every now and then. It's like I'm chasing something every time. And what is most disappointing is that usually it is something I did not choose for myself. I'm always walking on a tightrope in the air, balancing my life with others' expectations, and my responsibilities on one side and my joy, freedom, choice on the other. It's no surprise that I often fall hard on the ground because I keep prioritizing the former over the latter. While I was still establishing the relation between my life and walking on a rope, I realized I was holding one and the intention was not hidden. The scars on my wrist, old and new, were just some failed attempts of something I was trying to do for myself. I finally wanted to liberate myself, give myself some freedom, and more literal than metaphorical, I actually wanted to cut myself loose. I want to get rid of all these heavy chains of expectations, fears, standards, and responsibilities, and finally give myself a chance to live by taking away the life I had left inside of me. What does it take to kill the dead? I thought. Nothing, just some bravery, came the reply inside my head. And today I wanted to be brave. I had to be brave. I decided to be brave. With all the bravery, I stood up on a chair and sprung the rope high on the ceiling, where, like every other time, my balance was disturbed and the chair I stood on had a great jerk. In that jerk, I felt my heart beat again and I let out a little gasp and said, Ma, in the shallow voice. I do not know what it was in that moment, my poor reflex action, my weak heart, or my immense love for my parents that I stepped down. This was not the first time I had stepped down from somewhere. I recall stepping down from my school stage after my dance performance when I was just 10. I still remember my father sitting at the back of the auditorium, standing and clapping for me. I remember running up to him and giving him a hug when I was strictly told by my teacher to come backstage after the performance. Maybe that was the first time I did something that I wasn't supposed to. And maybe today I had to take inspiration from my 10-year-old self because what she did then is what I have to do today. I choose to choose myself over and over again. I choose to do it irrespective of how others would react to it. Today, I choose my 10-year-old self because she might be younger, but she was happier. She knew what she wanted, and she did not fear to do what it took for her to do it. I choose her today, and I promise to choose her every day that is yet to come because she was right. She was me. I know she was only 10, but age is just a number, right?